What up, Bulls Nation? We've got a live CHGO Bulls podcast coming up right now. On today's show, plus minus, who and what is trending up for this Bulls team recently, who and what is trending down. Plus, they had practice earlier today. We'll get some updates, including on some injured players from Will Gottlieb. Also, take a little listen to some interesting words from Javon Carter, who was asked about the team's chemistry amid their 7-game losing streak, and our updated Eastern Conference power rankings, which teams are climbing to the top while the Bulls fall. Next. Managers become Shelby Orwalk? No? I'll do it. I'll make the call. Yeah, Joey, I see you pointing at me. I wasn't done having a conversation about shoveling with Big Dave yet. What's going on, Bulls Nation? Welcome to the CHGO Bulls podcast. Coming to you live from our studios here in West Loop, downtown Chicago. CHGO Bulls is presented by Michelob Ultra and Bet365. The delicious taste of victory deserves something equally superior. Cheer on your team with Michelob Ultra and download the Bet365 app. Use promo code CHGO365 when you sign up. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. What up, Bulls Nation? Thanks for joining us. Hit that like button right out of the gate. Do it quickly. Do it now. Hit it. I'm Peck, Bulls _ Peck. That's Big Dave. Bam. Bam. BAWL Sports. Will Gottlieb back in the house. Will _ Gottlieb after a long week at the UC. Yeah. And King of the Controls, the one and only man with the very aggressive points.
Ooh, man.
Joey Z.
It's just when I looked over to you, you were deep in conversation.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but we saw you like
Lovingly.
peripheral, bro.
So I thought, what if I just start waving?
hey, Peck. The show's starting.
One thing about Matt is he
Well,
loves to come out of
Dave
breaks
about
in the middle of a
shoveling.
conversation.
That's right. We were having a real talk about the shoveling.
Go. Do you shovel at your place?
No,
Shovel snow?
not in my current place. Obviously, spent many. Because I rent a place, so the landlord provides shoveling, which is great.
Okay.
But many days shoveling the driveway as a child.
Yeah, I understand. It's just me, man. It's just me. Backyard.
What quality of shovel are you currently working with? I feel like there's been all kinds of inventions and ingenuity in the world of shoveling.
Yeah.
To save people with backaches.
Yeah, I had one I was really in love with. I call it the Wu-Tang shovel.
Okay.
Because it was yellow and black, and that's the color of the Wu-Tang right there.
It's also nothing to F with.
Yeah.
Hey, well,
but I love that one. Then my brother decided to borrow that one and take it with him when he's driving, because sometimes you got to dig yourself out and stuff like that. So I have another one, which is okay. It's serviceable. It's a nice blue one. But then I bought one. I haven't found that one, though, yet, because I bought one that has like a handle on it, and you can push it, like it's a lawnmower, and it's got, it's
I was wondering if you were a snowblower guy. I could see that.
I am. Like, I'm turning into one.
Yeah.
Like, I'm about to become one. Like, I really am. I'm about
That's
to
the peak of luxury, in my opinion.
I'm about to become a snowblower.
Actually, the real peak of luxury, have you ever walked by like a really nice house that has like the heated sidewalk,
driveway?
and so they never have
yes.
to? That is the peak of luxury.
That's a flex of the century.
heated garage too, as well.
Heated garage.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Flex of the century. I'm
Flex
on my
of
way to
the
being that
century.
guy, without a doubt. I've definitely looked and priced it out and done those things for a snowblower, but right now I
You
saw
hit
the
up
one
Monarch
with
money,
the
and they
handles.
said not this year.
Not this year. I was like, because the winters have been mild, the past couple of years. So I was like, I don't think I need it.
I saw something. I think this is the earliest, or like the earliest in the season that Chicago's had this much snow since like 1978. Did you guys see that?
I did see that
Also,
as well.
also fun fact: if after tomorrow's expected snowfall, it will equal the amount of snow per inches that we got all last season.
Yeah, last year there was no snow.
Here's
And
a
I
fun
appreciate
fact.
I appreciated
God.
last year so much.
I do
was
love the
nice.
snow,
It
so
was-
I'm
I got
into
away
it,
with
but
it.
I don't have to shovel. So
Yeah, man. I love the cold. I don't love the snow.
The comeuppance was coming.
Oh, man. We knew it was on the way.
Yeah.
It's all right. I lived fat for a while, but now I'm back out there in the streets.
Will there be any comeuppance for the Bulls and their gigantic failure? That's a different question.
That's what we're here to deliver.
That's right. Shout out to Crane33 in the chat who said, the best crew in the biz. Been so long since I've been in here. Wishing you all a happy holidays. Right back to you, Crane33. Appreciate you. Happy holidays.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Ann and Julia and Miller Dance, everybody hanging out in the chat. Jay Cook, Adrian, Sam asking, or saying rather, after we asked the question in today's show headline, have the Bulls reached rock bottom? Sam in the chat saying, we've been at rock bottom.
We live there.
I did write that
Julia
after
said, this is the rock to the bottom.
2 games ago.
So maybe Bulls fans have tied a bunch of rocks to their ankles. And we're all collectively on our way down.
Can I just say real quick before we dive into anything else?
Come on, way to go.
Congratulations and props to the 2 of you. Immaculate rants on last night's show. Joey cut them and put them on Twitter. If you haven't listened to the whole thing, I implore you to go and listen to that. That was spectacular.
I appreciate you being kind.
Well done for both of you guys.
And including me in that, but sir.
But I think
Jordan was over here
I do
being
feel like
Mike
really
Jordan.
both of you guys were like hitting your stride. Full peak performance for them.
I loved Dave's.
both of you.
Where AK at? Like that was.
I mean, it was
you know
just
what?
so
Fair
good.
question.
The
so
Packs
good.
was so real. Like you weren't here to watch the Bears game, so you didn't. So you saw that rage coming early. If you were here with Matt watching that Bears game, I'll show you some photos. Trust me, I got you. But but man, he was already, broken.
Yeah.
Because of that game. When he saw the Bulls game and he walked back and he saw the score and he dropped some expletives. You know what I'm saying about watching this team. And you knew what was coming. At least I did. I knew what was on the way. I knew an epic rant was on the way from this wonderful human being there, and he did not disappoint or let anybody down with it, man.
You mentioned rock bottom. I wrote after, what was the second to last loss that they had?
Second Pacers loss?
The second Pacers loss. Was that the one before the Warriors?
Yes.
In between.
Correct.
Yeah.
Get your losses straight.
Maybe
man.
it was after the Nets, I think.
After the
Because
Nets
that was
loss.
just
The
like,
Nets.
what
Okay.
are they doing losing to this Nets team? And I wrote, like, is this rock bottom? Maybe. Hard to say with this team because they keep on losing to all the worst teams in the league.
Yeah, exactly. Is this rock bottom? Well,
And then they
lost
go ahead
4
and lose by
L's.
32 to the Warriors without Stephen Curry.
They didn't even
without
play
Draymond
Kuminga.
Green.
They just said, Kuminga, take the night off.
Which I think is a bigger storyline than yes.
He was a scratch. And they were like, nah, we don't need you.
But we didn't have Trey and Herter and Okoro. Not even a fair fight. We need those guys.
You're right. It wasn't a fair fight.
To be mid.
Shout out to Pat Spencer, man.
Yeah,
That
that
was
was
amazing. Yes, go watch it. Go listen to it. Play it again and again and again because this man was amazing with what he said and was 100% right, touching the pulse of Bulls fans and, just having being tapped into
Just
that kind
hand
of
in his
situation,
face.
man.
Just
He's fed up.
also the
Right around
camera
this time
quality
every
over in
season,
Studio
isn't it?
West is
Well, somewhere
sharp.
between 20 and 25 games in, and I'm like, all right, the Bulls are still a mid laughing stock.
Yeah.
Yay. And I lost it.
Wait, Joey, see, you got some of it? You want to play some of it?
I was going to say I'm downloading it right now. We can
Okay,
play it
well,
if you want.
yeah,
to.
we can play some of that.
It's worth it because it's a tone setter.
I've
for-
already watched it
It's a
3 or
tone
4
setter.
times, so what's one more?
and it's still timely right now. And again, shout out to Studio West as well, as Go just said.
So you said you've already watched it 3 or 4 times ago. That's still nowhere near the number of times that you watched the old Jerry Boy rant.
Jerry Boy is still replaying in my mind. It's just going and going and going.
Hey, I mean, they got some work to do before we get to the Jerry Boy rant.
Yeah. Jerry
Boy. That was congratulating them for getting from the 10th seed to the 9th seed.
This is true.
They're in 11th right now.
That was truly your number one. I don't know that you'll ever beat that. But last
it
night
up.
was
Oh, don't-
fantastic.
Pack it up,
challenge
bag
him.
it in.
I mean, that was just like
Don't let me begin.
Oh, he came
perfect.
to win. Battle him. That's a sin. Joey C, you got that?
Yeah, let's do
Oh,
it.
Joey C's got it ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't seen it, this was main man Matt Peck last night after the Bulls lost again, their 7th loss in a row. Congratulations, by the way, to the Golden State Warriors. Matt Peck completely fed the F up.
Those of us who were maybe a little less convinced in a 5-game sample size that I should start taking this Bulls team seriously, but I didn't. You know why? Because I don't take the Bulls organization seriously. And I haven't for a really long freaking time because they keep giving us reasons and proof and evidence to not do so. And I don't want to hear injuries in any way tonight or anywhere in this losing streak. Guess what? Tonight, Modest, Vooch, Kobe, Io, Josh. That's your starting 5. We talked about that leading up to training camp preseason as perhaps your ideal starting 5 out of the gate.
Yeah.
You had Pat and Zach Collins off the bench. You had Dalen Julian off the bench. You had Javon Carter off the bench. Yeah, you're missing Herter. You're missing Okoro. You're missing your rookie who played all of 6 minutes this season.
6.
I don't want to hear anything about injuries. I don't want to just wait till they get healthy. This team can still correct. No, you know what? They won't. You know why? Because they're the Chicago Bulls, and they are a joke. They are a disgrace. They fail at everything. Why should we Bulls fans expect anything different? If you drank the Kool-Aid in those first 5 games, I feel sorry for you, but you should have known better. You should have freaking known better, because that is what we Bulls fans have been served for over a quarter century now. When will it change? When will it change? When somebody else owns and operates this team. That's when. I feel like a goddamn hamster on a wheel repeating myself when this show drives me this crazy, when this team drives me this crazy, but it is true. It'll always be the base level truth as a Bulls fan. None of this changes. The team doesn't take itself seriously. I am glad that I saw so many empty seats there tonight. Apparently, there were a whole bunch of Warriors fans there tonight. Good for them and their fans. God damn, this organization is a joke. Jerry, are you awake? Michael, do you work here? What are we doing? Oh, just wait till they get healthy. Fire everybody. Fire everybody and sell the damn team. I've had it with this crap.
Yeah, he's sick of it. And he's not wrong to feel this way. I knew better, Matt. I'm with you. Shout out Ryan. More hats. Oh, yeah, Woot, it's going down, baby. Oh, it's going down. You think it's a game? Nope.
Fact checking, Peck has indeed had it with this crap.
Yes. Oh, man.
Should we watch it again?
With a tear in my eye. That was absolutely amazing.
You must have caught Woot from way back winding in the hallway, and I didn't see it, but he must have had a look on his face.
No, he said, "Damn." And I was like, "Whoa, yeah, you think it's a game? This is for real, man. We living this out here." And Matt, the hat throws wasn't more impressive because he threw 3 of them. And it was just really great. Shout out to Brandon Bill. Shout out Michelob Ultra as well. That rant brought to you by Michelob Ultra. Dude. But, man, who doesn't feel that way right now? If you don't feel that way right now, you might not be a Bulls fan. Because this is how we feel right now, sitting watching this ridiculousness from this team, man. It's bad.
Even if you don't feel that way, you can't deny somebody who does. I think that's the thing.
Yeah, undeniable. Matt Peck is undeniable.
He's undeniable. Yes. And that's really all there is to it.
Ryan Fraley in the chat saying, I thought Matt was going to do the stone cold beer drink where it all falls down. Well, I tell you what, Ryan, we still got 60-some games left to go, all right? Maybe I'll just pocket that one.
Put it in his hip pocket.
It could get worse.
And here's the thing. That was just part 1 of the rant. There was another one, and then one more after that he had. Now mine was just kind of tucked in there, but because I'm Jordan was going off, man. It was a shoulder shrug.
Feed him the ball.
Give him the ball, dog. Feed this man. All right. The 3-pointer was on fire. Just hitting him with the shrug, man. It was incredible.
To me, the Jerry boy and the giving up 150 to Minnesota are those are top of the top.
Dave threw a chair over.
I'm not sure where, what I can't think of anything else that would stand out above these.
Ooh, I also really loved Dave's at the trade deadline when he had that bat.
Oh, yeah,
was
the bat.
Just beating the shit out of the set. Because it made no sense.
It made no – oh, God, I was so upset. Oh, man. I was scaring people with that one right there. Because people – I don't think I got hit up more than that rant. The 151 I still hear about.
Yeah.
It's brought up
that was
every
iconic.
Year. Yeah, it's brought up every year. I didn't know it touched people like that. I really didn't because I was just at that level of anger right there. And shout out Mark K, who was calling in on that show.
Our guy Mark.
During that show when I did that. But, yeah, man, that one with the bat, I just could not believe they did nothing, dog. And I just remember ending it by throwing the bat.
That was last year, right?
Yeah.
I think I had a moment the year before that when they didn't do anything at the deadline. That was one.
I do remember that. Oh, yeah.
I was just like, what are we doing?
What are we doing? What are we
doing?
What is happening?
Triple RSCS to the chat asking, when is Sunnyside going to sponsor some calming schmong rips? I don't know if we're ever going to be doing that on set, on camera, probably not. Also, I won't speak for everybody, but I personally am way too old to be doing schmong rips anymore. just let me live my peaceful, quiet, gummy life, okay? Shout out Sunnyside. It was needed yesterday for sure.
Yeah.
All right, we got to knock out our first ad break, speaking of Sunnyside, and then we'll come back on the other side. We'll dive into our pluses and minuses about this Bulls team over the last week. What's working, what's not. Hit the like. It's free.
You can be good. Like Steven. He's good. You can be great.
Oh.
Like Joey C. He can be great. But if you want to be ultra, like Steven when he's eating and working out all at the same time, you get down with Michelob Ultra, baby. That's what you do right there. Because whether it's can or bottle, once it hits those lips, baby, girl, it's full throttle. We love it so much, man. You can cheer on your favorite team with Michelob Ultra. That's what you can do. They are also the official American beer sponsor of your Chicago Bulls. Yeah. The superior game meets the superior taste. Hello, superior game. How you doing? I'd like you to meet my friend, Superior Taste. I think you guys will get along very well. So no matter what you're playing for, ladies and gentlemen, you just need to make it superior. And how do you do that? With Michelob Ultra. What makes it ultra, Big Dave? 2.6 carbs, 95 calories. That's what does it. Make it superior. Michelob Ultra. Be ultra magnetic.
CHGO Bulls also brought to you by Brunt Workwear. Brunt's best-selling Marin boot.
It's a foot.
This one right here. It's not only built for the toughest job sites, they're completely waterproof. Whether it's rain, mud, standing water, snow. What up, Chicago? Your feet stay dry. From oily workshop floors to muddy farm fields and everywhere in betwixt, the Marin 6-inch soft toe is built for workers across a variety of trades.
Yeah.
Brunt isn't just about work boots. They offer a full range of high-performance gear built for tough jobs. From heavy-duty work pants to weather-resistant jackets, Brunt designs durable, reliable workwear to keep you protected and productive in any condition.
Ooh.
So, with those temps dropping and the holiday season upon us, get yourself some Brunt workwear for you or for the hardworking man in your life. Use promo code CHGO and our listeners get $10 off their entire order at checkout. That's bruntworkwear.com, promo code CHGO. Order today and let them know that we sent you there.
Brunt.
Those of us who were maybe a little less convinced in a five-game season. Not again, Joey.
Run it
Not
back.
again.
Run it back. I told there's more. There's a whole nother one. Like, yeah. Just get to our social media and check it out, guys.
Check it out. We are back. CHGO Bulls roll along Monday afternoon. Hope everybody managed to shake off last night's game by this point. All right, so let's dive into some plus and minus. But before we do that, real quick, wanted to let you all know that we have some brand new fresh merch available in that All-City store. Shout out to everybody who took advantage of our great Black Friday through Cyber Monday sale. To all of our new diehards who took advantage of the diehard sale sign up. This could be your first opportunity to use that 20% off every time you shop on everything you shop sale right now because we got new hats, y'all.
Yeah.
I love our hats.
Yeah.
I'm wearing our white CHGO flag hat right now. It's one of my all-time favorite hats, not just of ours, but we've added to the inventory of CHGO hats, including a CHGO cursive with some Bulls horns on it.
Ooh.
We got some CHGO cursive with the Blackhawks feathers on it.
Fancy.
And spoiler alert, I've already ordered both of those. Cannot wait to add them to my collection.
I really like that Blackhawks one, bro. Like,
Yeah.
it's kind of fly because I like the subtlety of it, of just having the feathers on the end of it. It's really dope, really dope. But they're all really dope. Like, I think they're all good.
Can never
Can't go
have
wrong,
too many
guys.
hats.
Can't go wrong.
Check them out right now, available at that All-City
Listen
merch
to
store.
the hat guys.
All right, plus and minus. Plus and minus is presented by Michelob Ultra. The delicious taste of victory deserves something equally superior. Cheer on your team with Michelob Ultra. Who wants to kick us off? I feel like I go first all the time. Anybody else want to start?
All right, I'll start. I'll
Yeah.
Let's get my plus was Bulls fans.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to Bulls fans. Shout
Going
out
through
to
it.
all of you and us, because we are definitely Bulls fans. Oh, well, let me speak for me. I am definitely a Chicago Bulls fan for sure. And watching, and I mentioned this in our incident recap yesterday, just a shout out to the Bulls fans who got dressed up, got in their car after a Bears game, got in their car, drove in the cold, in the snow to the United Center to sit there and watch that trash and to still, be a fan the next day of this team. I have nothing but just respect for us as Bulls fans that we continue to endure and go through these things with this team because we have nothing but love for the Chicago Bulls and this team, and they don't love us back in the same kind of way. But that's not how love really works. You know what I mean? Sometimes you're not going to get it back in that same way. It doesn't mean you stop putting it out there. So I appreciate Bulls fans for continuing to put it out there and show their love for this team, which in turn shows love for us and what we do here at CHGO Bulls, man, because I'm a Bulls fan, bro. I'm a fan of this team. So the anger, the being upset, you know what I'm saying, yelling, the cursing, all of that stuff is coming from that place of being a fan. So all the people that hit us up on social media talking about the rants that we did, all the people talking about it today, listen, I love y'all for sitting there and continuing to endure this game after game after game, man. I really appreciate y'all being fans. Y'all are tough. Y'all are strong. Y'all are the true goons of the night out there. We appreciate you.
In the words of Kevin Durant, you're the real MVP.
You the real MVP, man, with tears running down my face.
Really,
you're the real MVP.
It is not for the weak.
Yeah.
Being a Bulls fan.
No.
Like, truly.
At all.
It is, you got to like, well, I don't know about like, but you got to be able to tolerate a good amount of torture.
Yeah, right, correct.
And some of us maybe have a few screws loose.
Yeah, that too.
In the way that we do that.
That too.
And here we still are.
Yeah.
But yeah, credit to everybody who's sticking with the team and with the show right now. We appreciate all y'all.
We appreciate you. Thank you very much. Let's get to my negative.
Yeah.
My negative is all of them.
All of them? Okay.
All of them, man.
I wasn't quite sure, but that was my guess.
Yeah,
What that means.
It's all of them.
Yeah.
All of them. I originally was just gonna put everybody.
Yeah.
That's the reason, but I was like, no, it's all of them. Every last one of them. All right. So who you want to pick? Who you want to start with? You want to start up top? You know what I'm saying? With the guys up top in the organization?
Boo.
You want to start with Jerry? You want to start with
Boo.
Michael?
Boo.
You want to go to AK? You
Boo.
want to go to Mark?
Boo.
Where you want to go? You want to go to Billy?
Also
You want to go
boo.
to the player? Whoever you want to go to.
Boo.
All of them. You know, every last one of them. Yes, even Josh Giddey. Everybody loves Josh. Have you not seen this dude turning the ball over crazy right now? He had 4 turnovers again yesterday. All right? Who you want to go to? You seen what Kobe White, you seen his shooting percentages as of late? In his past 5 games, he's shooting under 40%.
Good.
Like, come on, man. Like, what are we talking about? Like, they haven't won a game since November 21st. Like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Are we serious out here?
If you look at their record
All of 'em.
since November 1st, all of their wins happened in October.
And the
They're
last
3
win
and 14.
and the
since
last
November.
win, GOAT, is against a Washington Wizards team
by 1 point.
by 1 point, which set off everything after that loss because Vooch went crazy and nuclear on everyone, and then the 7 losses, here you go. All of them. Everybody's at fault for this foolishness that we are sitting here looking at within these 7 losses that is going on with this team, man. So, yeah, there's nothing positive for me right here for this team, which is why I gave it to Bulls fans, but it's a ton of negative going on with this Bulls team, man, with the vibes, with the mental, with the physical, wherever you want to point to, wherever you want to look at, everybody, all of them are at fault for what's going on right now with the Chicago Bulls.
Well, so let me just quickly then piggyback off of your minus, and I'll do my minus first
Sure.
and then get to the plus because, again, Dave, how many examples have we needed over the years? Sometimes we share a brain.
There it is.
So I said, Joey, my pluses and minuses earlier today, and as my minus, I just sent him the gif of Gary Oldman from Leon the Professional
Favorite movie.
turning and screaming, everyone! Everyone!
Hey, boss, what do you mean everyone?
Everyone. God, I love that movie.
Yeah, Gary Oldman, bad guy in that movie.
Really bad guy.
Classic. Y'all should go give it a watch if you haven't
Serious
ever, or
classic.
give it a rewatch.
Do you
Serious
like
classic.
Beethoven?
Natalie Portman's cinema debut, by the way, just a very young.
Oh, dude, I wrote a report for school and
Dude.
college about that movie.
Great movie.
Like, yeah,
but that
incredible
was
movie.
what my thought was when I was like, should I pick and choose about what's bad with this team right now?
yeah.
I was like, no, it's as Dave just laid out.
Yeah.
From the top down.
Yeah.
I feel bad about basically every facet of this team right now.
Yeah.
And
Everyone.
that's a hefty minus.
That's a huge hefty
But
minus.
with every minus
Hefty,
comes a
hefty,
plus.
hefty.
My pluses, I picked 2. I couldn't
Okay.
decide. They're both great.
Okay.
You know what's trending up right now, Bulls fans? that Tankathon website.
Hey.
And the number the Bulls have next to them. They're still 11th right now. Shout out Modest Marcellus. But as of right now, they got 9 wins. Portland has 9 wins. Dallas has 9 wins. Utah has 8. Charlotte, who the Bulls play again on Friday, has 7.
They do.
The Bulls could make some traction towards the top of those Tankathon standings. Look, I gave up on this organization believing it was in their best interest to prioritize high lottery picks last year, this year.
Yeah.
They are really excited about their date to the play-in tournament again. Fine. They are wrong about that, but fine. But what if they're not trying to tank, but they're still just so bad that they stack these L's? And even if they go on a March Madness run, like we expect them to every season, stack those L's now.
Stack them.
For those of us who never fully got over the concept of why isn't this team tanking, they should be tanking. Look at these L's. Yeah. Look at these L's, guys.
Look at them.
There's a silver lining. Also, if this team continues to lose, I mean, that homestand just now was gross.
Yes. Yes.
God, I'm sorry that you had to watch it up close and personal.
We're sorry.
But we also noticed that there were a lot of empty seats.
Yeah.
Especially that game last night. Some of that you could say, ooh, blistering cold, Chicago winter night. The Bears played at 3 o'clock and all kinds of reasons or hows and whys as to why the UC was as empty as it was last night. The UC was pretty freaking empty last night.
Oh, it was
And a lot of people were Warriors fans. I was sitting in like a section full of Warriors fans, and they were like, one guy was a Bulls fan wearing a Warriors Jimmy Butler jersey, pleading for him to come back to Chicago on a single free throw attempt.
Was it Steven?
It might have been. I don't know if anybody can confirm his whereabouts from last night, but
He was here
There he
doing
is.
Bears.
We can ask him right there. Steven, was that you?
nah, he's not listening.
No, he's not listening? Okay, all right. I'll yell about him later. Don't worry about it.
Should I go my plus minus?
No,
Are we ready?
I do want to say this. I saw, to your point, what you're saying, while in that fourth quarter when the game was about to end, I'm watching, they were showing Bulls fans like partying and dancing and
Every
having a
game is
good
like
time
that,
and doing stuff like that. And I got a text from a friend of mine who was very upset about that. And like, dude, why are they happy and dancing? And I said, hey, man, this is all they know. Like, they didn't grow up, you know what I'm saying, with Jordan. Look at who it was dancing. It was children. It was kids. It was people of a certain age.
They don't know.
Who didn't grow up with the standard that we kind of grew up with. This, sadly, is all they know, is that great, awesome outing, and it is a great time, going to the UC and having fun. That's all they know. So I can't be mad at them.
Splashdown.
That's all they know. Dunkin' Donuts races and things like that. This is what they know, is the experience that's going on. Shout out to Brandon Bills.
Ew.
And so it's hard for me to, put them at fault for living within this putrid thing right now, which is the Chicago Bulls and their organization.
But you are playing a dangerous game if the parents or the uncles or the aunts or the friends of those little children who knew successful basketball the generations before, you're playing a dangerous game if you keep asking them to shell out big time money to bring those kids to the game.
Yeah.
Because one day those kids are going to ask, are the Bulls good? And those parents or those adults or whatever, they'll say, we'll see, or they're competitive, or it's all about, they'll do that for a little while until the truth starts leaking out. And then that's when things go south.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't think that the consumer who's going to those games is not there for the same reason that the people are in our comments. Like, those are just, it's a different consumer base, and they are catering to the former.
The casuals are Jerry's bread and butter.
Yeah, and it's just, they're going for the experience. They're going to have an activity to do in the winter. They're going to watch the Bulls compete, and for the most part, they have competed. They have kept games close. They have had surges late, and it's fun to watch when they do that. But I think anybody who actually knows what's going on sees what we've been talking about for the last 4 years doing the show, which is that this team is really not going anywhere.
Yeah, no, they're going to stay in the same spot of what they're doing. So, again, I can't – it's hard for me to fault them. I'm thinking about people who are coming in, from different countries to experience this for the first time because of what they grew up with.
For sure.
Shout
out to all the international Bulls fans who have made the pilgrimage here.
Who are still going to make it.
Speaking of which, I do want to shout out one of our diehards in our Discord from last night, Lars, who is always in there.
Lars, what's up, buddy?
Always, participating in the conversation, bringing good vibes. I want to make sure that I get this right. I'm trying to go back and find it, but I think he flew in I'm not sure from where, but he got stuck on the tarmac last night and didn't end up making it to the game.
Oh,
So,
yeah, tickets to
Lars,
last night?
Apologize.
You know what? That was the airport doing you a favor.
Yeah, but that's a real bummer to
For sure.
flew in from California to go to the game and then didn't end up making it there for whatever reason. Sorry that happened, Lars.
That
sucks, Lars.
Hopefully you
That
can catch
sucks.
the next one.
Yeah, for real, bro.
All right, we got to knock out some ads. We'll come back on the other side, get to Goat's plus and minus, and then we'll get to some updates from today's practice. Goat was there getting the skinny on what's going on with this team. Hit the like button while you listen to some ads. It's free.
Free. Yes, I was. I went to get my package. It showed up at my house. I opened it up, and what was waiting for me was Aura. Was sitting there. I opened that box. I looked at that frame. I said, oh, yes, I can do some things with that. And so can you, y'all. Unlimited free photos and video. Just could download the Aura app and connect it to the Wi-Fi. Boom, right there. You can set up and personalize that gift, man. All right, but as soon as they open the box, those pictures can be right there in that frame, ready to go. It is awesome. And guess what? Gift box is included. Every frame comes packaged in a premium gift box with no price tag. All you got to do is order and go. For a limited time, save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com and get $35 off Aura's best-selling carver mat frames, named #1 by Wirecutter. Use the promo code CHGO at checkout. AURAFrames.com. Promo code CHGO. Terms and conditions apply.
Today's show also brought to you by Bet365. And with their early payout offer, you are a winner if your team goes up by 17 points with an instant payout on straight bets and parlay selections marked as winners. So download that Bet365 app. Use promo code CHGO365 when you sign up, because when you do that, and make your first $5 bet on anything, any game that you're excited to watch that day. Win or lose that $5 bet, don't matter. You're going to getting $150 in bonus bets either way. And those bonus bet dollars can be used on just about everything. Spreads, totals, player props, futures, and more. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365, and they got something for every football night of the season. Thursday Night Football, $10 safety net bet. Sunday Night Football, $365,000 jackpot. How do you like that?
A lot.
Monday Night Football, 50% super private boost token on same game parlays. So what are you waiting for? Download that app. Use code CHGO365 when you sign up. Must be 21 and older. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Do it.
CHGO Bulls rolling along on Monday afternoon. Plus minus, brought to you by Michelob Ultra. Goat, what do we got, buddy?
My plus is that this is just like reality check time.
Woo, yes, sir.
This is the worst that it's been since I've been on the beat, honestly.
Talk to him, Goat.
7-game losing streak is the longest since 2020. The longest losing streak of Billy Donovan's career happening right now. And I just feel like you can't possibly be watching this from the owner's box and not seeing that this is not working. So I hope that they kind of use this as an opportunity to look at their roster and truly evaluate. I mean, this year was supposed to be about competing while building, right? Turning it over and playing younger while also evaluating for their future. And are they building winning habits? I mean, we were asking this last night, and it's like, I don't know, this whole thing about should they or should they not tank? Is tanking going to be like bad for the culture? The Pistons lost 28 straight games 2 years ago, and now they're at the top of the Eastern Conference. I just don't buy that argument. And so I think it would be better, we've been saying this for years, that they need to really strip it down and rebuild. If they're going to do it, they have to do it the right way. They have to get an abundance of draft picks. You can't just go into this with your own picks or just one protected lottery pick. But I think this is the time where you really have to evaluate, like, is that the best direction? Because if there was ever a year where tanking and bottoming out was the right thing to do, especially when you're 5 games under 500, this is a pretty good year to do it. You've got your own pick. You can get into a draft where you have 3 potential star players at the top and then a bunch of really good players after that. To me, this is a time where you really have to consider that. And I'm not expecting the Bulls to do that because that's just not been their MO. But I mean, this, if there was ever a time, it's this. You cannot possibly continue to watch this and expect it to be anything better. I mean, this is as bad as it has been for me, at least, covering the team.
All facts you just spit right there, sir.
Yeah, the reality check, the wake-up call, and to your point about maybe getting certain people's attention, that's why I put my pluses that the UC looked pretty freaking empty last night.
There
that
has
could
to
be a good thing for Bulls fans who aren't cool with this.
There just has to be some change. You can't keep going on like this.
Right.
And I think that the 5-0 start to the season, 6-1, like that was, I'm sure it built some confidence internally. Like you listen to these guys talk in the locker room, and I'm not saying that they're like fighting amongst each other or like not getting along. I think they do. And Billy Donovan even, mentioned it last night. I just I'll read a quote from him last night. He said, they want to do well, but until we get out of that and start to focus on the controllables that we have as a team, then this will continue. So the one thing about that is the adversity part. I think it gives you answers. The adversity is the best thing I can think to go through because the answers are in front of your face. And whether or not you choose to elect to deal with them or confront them is going to be on all of us. And I think that's exactly what I'm talking about. It's like they need to, and it's not just the team, it's the organization as a whole needs to confront where they are as a franchise right now and where they have been since Arturas took over. And it's just not good enough. It's time for them to make some meaningful changes. And that's not trading Lonzo for Isaac Okoro and expecting the defense to be good. It's like really meaningfully changing the trajectory of your team because we've seen it now through multiple iterations. It's not working.
Yeah. It reminds me of an old Farsighted comic that was like, people driving and the sign was like, the middle and welcome, or no, that was nowhere, welcome to the middle. It was like, oh, well, now we're really lost.
Yeah.
They are in the middle of nowhere.
Shout out to the far
Does
side.
anybody know that they are in the middle of nowhere? What's your minus, Goat?
I was close to saying the minus is that they might not use this opportunity as a chance to look themselves in the mirror. I did not. I instead went
Don't ruin the vibes, Goat.
Yeah. Instead, I went with rim finishing, which has
damn.
been a big problem that Billy Donovan has talked about multiple times over the last few days. The Bulls are doing a really good job of getting to the rim. They are, I believe, number 2 in drives per game. 39% of their shots come at the rim, which is the second highest frequency of rim attempts in the entire league. The problem is they're shooting 60.2% at the rim. That sounds pretty good. 60%, like if you're making 6 out of every 10 shots, you probably feel good about that.
I like it.
Yeah, that's last in the entire league. Like they need to be converting at a higher level. The offense, like we've talked a lot about the defense being the problem and that being something that like they're really struggling with. They're 30th in the league in offense right now over their last 7 games.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
They are
Wait.
last in the league.
30 of it. They are dead
30 out of
last?
30. They are dead last in offense over their last 7 games.
Wow.
Part of it is like chicken or the egg. Are they losing because their offense isn't good, or is their offense not good because they're losing?
Right.
It's probably both of those things.
It's everything.
But they're just not scoring. And when you build a team that is going to inherently struggle defensively, you have to be good at offense. And this team is not good at offense. And I think the rim finishing is a big piece of that. 60.2% not good enough at the rim. Ooh. They're getting 6.3 shots blocked per game, which is the second most of any team in the league. And then you run into like a cascade of other problems as a result of that, right? They're 21st in free throw rate. That's not good enough. They need to close those margins. If they're not going to be an elite 3-point shooting team, if they're not going to be an elite defensive team, they have to be perfect offensively, and they just have not been close to that.
What's it? A cascade.
That is some elite level of bad stats.
Did somebody just ask
there.
for a rant from me? Sorry if I.
Goodness
He
gracious.
rants all the time.
That's the kind of rant you're going to get from Goat.
Dude, like you're going to
Backing
get it with
up
facts and
his
stats.
with stats.
Yeah, baby.
Here's some
Can you
ugly
believe
stats
that?
for you,
Last
Bulls
in the
Nation.
league and finishing at the rim.
That's
I
why
mean,
that's 6.3.
it's bad.
That's bad. Oh my God, it's so.
And I think it's been even
bad.
worse over the last couple of games. I can pull it up, but like they're just like J Huff had 5. I mean, it's like they're getting destroyed at the rim.
Oh man, I don't know if you were online with us on Go Tucker Hotline or if it was before or after you were with us. Somebody in our chat last night, Dave, you remember? Like somebody, Quentin Post is the who? What did he say? Is the J Huff of
Quinn Post? Oh God, who was the player?
Garrison.
Yeah,
Garrison
it's the Garrison Matthews of J Huffs.
I was like, oh yeah,
Brilliant.
all these basic dudes that the Bulls have gotten cooked by in the last few days.
Like just getting cooked by
Kyle
these
Brenner,
basic dudes. Yeah,
like,
man.
And yeah, over the last 7 games, over this losing streak, they have
Even
been blocked
Thompson.
7.7 times per
Bulls
game.
legend.
So 6.3? 6.2? 6.3 was the second most per game. Over the last 7 games, they're at 7.7 shots blocked.
It's insanity.
It's
dog.
insanity.
Only
That's
Bulls.
insanity.
The next closest is the Pelicans at 6.4, and then like the gap between the Pelicans and like 1.3 less than that would be 5.1. 5.1 is 18th in the league. So the difference between where the Bulls are and 29th is the same as 29th and 18th.
Anthony, shout out to our guy Anthony, always hanging out in the chat. Appreciate you asking. So the Bulls actually have practice today, or just sit in a circle and have a nice talk with each
Okay,
other?
I actually wanted to talk about that
But
too.
not about how they like each other, but not love each other. Yeah, go.
I think the practice thing is being a little overblown. A lot of these teams are not practicing. Like, a lot of these teams are having the same frustrations in terms of their schedule that the Bulls are having. A lot of these teams now have 4 or 5 days off between games because of the NBA Cup.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a huge problem. The Bulls kind of did more of a non-contact practice today. Tomorrow they're off, and then Wednesday I think they're going to really get after it in terms of like scrimmaging and full stuff. That's how every team operates right now. So I don't think this is a difference between like the Bulls aren't practicing, so that's why they're not performing. I don't think any of these teams, and that's why it's the same thing with like injuries, with three-pointers. Like every team is kind of trying to get to the same stuff, and the Bulls practicing as much as they are is a wash compared to all the other teams.
Yeah.
Wash.
It's a wash.
Bawoosh.
But there was some of that interesting talk about how after last night's loss, Billy was talking about like, oh, this team, they like each other, but do they love each other enough to dive on the floor for a loose ball or box out for one another?
I hated that so much.
And Bulls backup guard Javon Carter, who's been seeing a lot of tick recently because of all the injuries,
Shout out.
was asked to respond to that kind of question about the team and their chemistry amid the 7-game losing streak. Joey and Javon, take it away.
Joey C.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't get into all that. We got a job to do. It's simple. Just go out there and do your job, whether you like me or not.
First of all, you heard the Chicago come right out of him.
I mean, yeah.
Like from the, I ain't gonna lie. Like immediately.
Grand opening, grand closing
Yeah,
with
you
that
know what
comment.
I'm saying? Like, what are we doing, dog?
I don't get into all that. We have a job to do. It's simple. Just go out there and do your job. I don't care if you like me.
What are we doing? What are we talking about? Matt, I got you.
Okay.
Me and Matt grew up, again, the era we grew up in was the Chicago Bulls 6P championships.
6 of them things.
6 of them things. No losses. Never lost.
Never lost.
Everybody ain't like each other on that team.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Quite the opposite, actually.
Quite the opposite. We can focus on the Dennis Rodman 3 years. You think Dennis Rodman got on? Mike didn't care.
No.
I was like, look, you show up, you do your job, then you go up that way about your business, and I'll go this way about my business. I will see you at practice.
Yeah.
All right? Do you see when Mike showed up? Again, watch The Last Dance if you haven't, and how dare you if you haven't. But do you see what Mike said when he went on his bender? When Dennis Rodman went on? When Mike showed up, it was just like, it wasn't a like or love situation. It was like, hey, dog, we ready. Like, can you come on back and do your thing? All right, let's get on back and do our thing. It ain't got nothing to do with liking somebody. Who cares, man? Why are you worried about somebody liking you? All right, you should be worried about them doing right by you. That's what it's about. All right, look, y'all know me. I love everyone. I tell everybody this all the time. I love everybody. I like a few. That is the difference.
Yeah.
All right, I got love for every single person. All right, I don't like everybody. That is the difference. That ain't got nothing to do with doing my job with people, getting money with people, playing ball with people, none of that stuff, man. Because when you're a team, you have a goal. And if we ain't achieving that goal together, then it's a problem, all right? It ain't got nothing to do, oh, man, I got to love you, got to hang out with you and hug you and all that. Nah, man, we ain't got to talk ever, all right? We ain't got to speak ever. But what we do got to do is win. We got to play better, and we got to play together. That's what it's about, and that's why I appreciate what Javon Carter said, and that's why I just didn't like what Billy is talking about. What do you mean got to love each other out here, man? This could be just a different time, you know what I mean, a different thing, because I know the guys at OKC got a lot of love for each other, you know what I mean? And you can see that those guys love and like each other and hang out together and do all those things. For me, it just ain't like that, you know what I mean? I'm like, everybody ain't going to – it's not a realistic view for me. I'm like, everybody just is not going to like me, and I'm okay with that. But can we win? They're like, can we get out there and do something together on the floor and get this W?
Nope.
Just quick before we have to go to break. So I totally agree with you, and I am 100% in line with Javon. When Billy said that, I was like, that one kind of went over my head. I will say, in terms of what I think he was trying to say, was like the way that you have to show that on the court is like by doing all these hustle things, you know, getting up the court. So I think it was more about like you have to show that as a form of how you're playing. But at the same point, to me, and I've always said this about like effort as a product of like who wants, like, I just don't think that should be a negotiable in the NBA. And
Correct.
so when it's not there, it's not about do you have camaraderie. It's about like, why isn't it there? You got to go out and do your job, as Javon said.
That's it. And I've talked about this on the show recently. I told Matt the two dudes I see putting in the effort out there is Josh Giddey and Dalen Terry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's not a disrespect to Ayo Dosunmu or anything like that, because he is consistent. But the guys that flash in these few games have been Dalen Terry and Josh Giddey, regardless of who's on the floor with them, regardless of who's playing with them, what the score is or nothing, they are fighting. They are going for it. They're putting that effort in. They didn't sit there and say, well, I wonder if I love somebody out here. I'm going to do my thing. No, bruh. You go do your thing, period. That's what it's about. Do you want to win? Do you want to win? If you don't, get the hell out.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I was a little bit surprised to hear Billy start talking about and love and all the heart. Like to me, that's never really been Billy's MO.
Yeah. Seriously.
And, to hear Javon respond to it that way to practice today. I also, saw that, Josh Giddey was talking about it in the locker room last night. Like, dude, your professional athletes go win. Honestly, Dave, it reminded me in the grossest way possible of some of the dumb crap that the ballhead menace used to say.
Oh God!
I thought about taking a time out there. It was on my heart and on my mind. I don't give a damn if it was on your heart. Did you do it or didn't you? Did you win or did you lose? Well, we're all on each other's hearts and minds right now. I don't give a damn.
No one cares.
Be better at playing basketball.
Be better at ball.
Somebody in the chat just said, I smell division. D-Loss, one of our regulars. I smell division in the locker room. Man, hearing Javon say that way, so do I.
Yeah.
We'll see
is.
what, if anything, we hear about that. But right now,
I
wouldn't be surprised. 7-game losing streak.
wouldn't be surprised.
All right, we got to knock out one last ad break. We'll come back to wrap up with one or two more updates from practice as far as guys on the mend, and then take a look at the Eastern Conference Power Rankings. Hit the like button if you haven't done it yet. It's free.
Here you go, sales guy Jim.
Say goddamn.
Shopify. It's an amazing, amazing thing. I know it very well. I have absolutely used Shopify. When I was running the podcast, I was running, man. You know who else runs on Shopify? City Network. Shopify. They do it all. They are amazing, y'all. So if you got some dreams that you want to get out, you got some product you want to use, you need to be with Shopify. Shopify is an e-commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world and 10% of all e-commerce business in the United States of America. That's right here. Shopify has got you covered with website creation, product description, email, and social media marketing, and much, much more. They even have what Matt doesn't like, but he'll like it this time, AI tools designed to help you maximize your sales. That's why he likes it. So turn your big business idea into cash paper with Shopify on your side. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/allcity. That's shopify.com/allcity.
CHGO Bulls is also brought to you by Eye on the Ball. All right, athletes, listen up. Here's a question. Are you serious about leveling up your game?
Yeah.
Because the right coach can change everything.
Word?
And now finding one is easy with Eye on the Ball. Doesn't matter if you're a kid just starting out or you're already competing at one of the top levels of your sport. You can sign up totally free at eyeontheball.net. Just create your profile, search through coaches in your sport, in your area, and connect directly with the one that's right for you. From soccer to swimming, baseball to basketball, you name it, the coaches are there for you. So, what are you waiting for? Your future coach could be just one click away. Your Tibbs, your Phil, your Ben Johnson.
Your Will to Go Gottlieb.
Jump on today at eyeontheball.net. That's IEYE on the ball, BALL.net. Find your coach, take your game to the next level.
Ho, never, level.
We're back, CHGO Bulls, rolling along for a little while longer on Monday afternoon.
That's crazy.
So, Goat, did you learn anything else with your fellow beat members at the practice earlier today about some of the guys who are still trying to make their way back? Io's been dealing with a thumb. We've been without Isaac Okoro for a while now. Still no Kevin Huerter. Still no Trey Jones with that ankle. Who among any of those guys might Bulls fancy back on the court soon?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit hard to say just because, as I mentioned, they didn't do like a full contact practice. So I don't think we'll really get to know until like Thursday how people are trending. But when we walked in, Kevin Huerter was up on the treadmills. The way they have it, I don't know if people have like driven by the Advocate Center, but like They have the courts, and then there's the weight room behind it, which we don't have access to, and then above that there's a balcony with like treadmills and Stairmasters and things like that. So Herder was up there on the treadmill, so that seems like a positive sign that he's able to get moving a little bit.
Okay.
He, Jalen Smith, and Okoro did participate in the non-contact practice, but again, it's non-contact, so we don't really know. Like Billy was explaining for Okoro that like in a controlled setting where he doesn't have to like react to things or change his body direction really like on a dime, he seems fine. But like if he has to like tweak his back or go far too much, then that's where the pain can be. So I don't know what that means in terms of where he's, I mean, it doesn't sound like he's going to be at a point where he's playing, but if it does resolve, then maybe he gets to that point. We haven't really heard anything about like a prognosis there. So it's a little bit hard to say. Io was the one who is maybe a little bit more concerning. He went to go see the doctor today about his thumb, which has been bothering him. So we'll, be on the lookout for updates there. As I mentioned, no practice tomorrow, so we won't hear anything till Wednesday or Thursday. But everybody else was able to go, and I think guys are trending the right direction. Trey was just an ankle sprain in that Magic game. I would imagine he's back soon. I'm trying to remember who else there is. It's such a long list. Jalen Smith. No specifics on him, but he was a participant today. And then Noah's scheduled to have his surgery on Wednesday, so we'll hear about how that went later on this week.
Okay.
Well, let's cross our fingers because
Did I miss anyone?
this team needs some of those guys back if they're going to get back to being mid instead of trash.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
With that, last thing we wanted to get to on today's show, we didn't do it last week because we had a lot of other stuff going on. Eastern Conference Power Rankings. There are some teams that are starting to look like the real deal in the East, and the first 2 weeks of the season real deals were the fake deals. The Bulls have fallen. Some other teams have fallen off as well. So we split our power rankings into two sides, the top side and the bottom side.
All right.
Joey, let's start with the bottom side because I think Bulls fans all know where the Bulls are. They're on the bottom half.
Let's do it.
The Bulls, this is, I think, the biggest drop, is it not? They have fallen 8 spots from the last time we did power rankings 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
They were 6th. Now they're 14th with an average ranking among us of 13.7.
Yeah.
So somebody was kind and gave them 13 instead of 14.
Yeah, I went 13. You guys both went 14.
Okay.
There is a bit of a typo there, Joey. Sorry to call you out, but their point differential is, I think these got screwed up somehow, so that's probably my fault. Their point differential is minus. Yeah, this is written wrong. I'm gonna find it, but it's not good. So yeah, I went 13 just because like I don't want to put them below the Nets, even though they lost to the Nets.
They lost to the Nets.
And I didn't want to put them below.
Like 3 days ago.
They did. You're right, but I just can't. Like when you think about projecting them out, I just don't see them being worse than that team.
Yeah.
The Pacers, I was comfortable putting them below because they obviously lost to them twice, and then Washington. They beat.
Yeah, they did beat the Wizards. That is why the Wizards are the only team that I had the Bulls ranked ahead.
You look at the Hornets; they've been playing much better.
Lost to them. Pacers lost to them twice.
Pacers, they lost to. I mean, I'm
like,
not
seriously.
Yeah,
like that, and that's not just like Bulls fan, or I don't know about y'all, but like I ranked that not as a salty Bulls fan who's pissed right now.
Yeah,
I ranked it honestly.
Yo, very
all
honestly.
Those bottom feeders of these.
You know what? Really,
they lost to all of them.
All of them.
Save the Zards.
All of them. And what really did it for me and why I was very comfortable having them at 14 was I went and looked at NBA.com and saw when they had their power rankings. They have the Bulls at 28th.
Woo-wee!
The only teams they have, the Washington Wizards and the New Orleans Pelicans.
The Pelicans?
The Pelicans.
Who the Bulls lost to?
Uh-huh.
They're playing them again soon, too.
They sure are. So that was it. Those were the only teams they had ahead of them, man. So I'm like, well, if the Wizards, the team you beat by 1 point, is there, then what am I doing? You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you're this team. This is who you are. Pure ass. You deserve that 14 spot. Shout out to you.
Yeah, in a rush this morning, I screwed up all these point differentials. So those are wrong. My apologies. Bulls point differential, minus 4.6. That is effectively a 30-win pace. So that's even below their preseason win total from Vegas, which we all thought was comically low.
Yeah.
They're performing worse than that, including for their 5-0 start.
Vegas,
yeah. We at least beat the Zards, said Ryan in the chat. Our guy Daddy Fish saying, bottom 5, here we come. Miller dancing, spamming the heck out of Tankathon.com as we speak. Yeah. Tanking is the true religion. Preach! Until we can actually get ourselves a real squad to root for. It's all about that tank.
It's all about that tank. That tank. No trouble.
All right. Top half of the East is getting pretty interesting. By the way, Sixers and Bucks were the teams right there in the bottom half of the middle. They're struggling. But so we got Hawks right now 14-10. We got Orlando 14-11. Raptors have dropped their last few, but are still surprising people with how many wins they have early on this season. Heat at 5, Cavs 4, Celtics 3, Knicks 2, Pistons 1. I will say what is most notable to me recently among like these, are they real teams in the East or are they fake teams? I thought that even with the departure of Horford, even with the injury to Jason Tatum, that the Celtics had enough actual talent on that roster that they would still be in the mix this year. And they got off to a really rocky start.
Yeah.
And they have corrected and righted the ship a bit recently.
Yeah.
They're tearing off wins.
Yeah.
And to me, that makes more sense than where they were.
Yeah, you and I were definitely on the same page about that. Like, that's exactly how I felt about Boston, because I'm looking like, well, you lost Tatum, but you still have Brown here on this team. Like, he is excellent. Like, this should still be enough for you to be at least solid in the East.
Yeah.
And you see, and then your coach is really good. Like, and your team, like, the base of it. And I'm like, yeah, they should still be an okay team, a solid team. So, them moving up, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't a surprise to me about where they are right now in the East, because I feel like that's where they should be. They should be flirting, you know, with being in that top 4, you know, as it goes forward with this team. And who knows what Tatum can do and come back, you know what I mean, and things like that. But regardless of that, where the team is and just how they play and how good they are coached and just the talent that they have, they are truly skilled, and they can shoot the dang on 3 out there, man. That's going to always keep you in games, bro. So, yeah, I'm not truly surprised of them being, you know what I'm saying, at that level right now.
Stands out to you, go to the top of the East right now?
I think the big thing is, like, the Pistons have remained constant. Everybody else is, like, having a couple of good weeks, having a couple of bad weeks.
Yeah.
And, like, there's going to be a lot of fluctuation between, I think, the likes of the Knicks, Celtics, Cavs, Heat, Raptors, Magic, Hawks. And whatever the team is in 9th, the Sixers. I just think that these guys are going to be up and down depending on who they're playing, what kind of a stretch they're on in terms of their shooting. And this is just kind of what it happens to be right now. I think they've all got sort of strengths and weaknesses that over the course of a season will iron themselves out. But, like, I genuinely believe, and even I would throw the Pistons in here too when I say, like, any of those 9 teams could finish any single spot in the standings at the end of the year, and I would not be surprised.
How surprised are you about Cleveland and how they've been playing?
I think they've been playing pretty poorly, but they've got so many guys out. Garland has not looked like himself this year. Strus hasn't played a game. You know, I'm forgetting who else has been out, but, like, you lose Ty Jerome, you lose, you know, Mobley's not playing as well. Like, they just have not really found their rhythm, and I don't know that they will this year, but, like, I also still think at this point in the season, I'm giving them a little bit more of a benefit of the doubt because they've been so good the last couple of years. Now, in a couple of months, if they're still around the play-in range, yeah, I think it's time to lower them a little bit. But I don't think they're much worse than anybody in the East. As I said, I think most of these teams are all just kind of in the same tier, and it's just a matter of, like, how they sort themselves out.
Anthony in the chat saying, at this point, it really doesn't matter who comes out of the East with how OKC is rolling. And there is some truth to that. Were they still only on 1 L?
Yeah,
1 loss?
still operating on 1 L.
Which is wild.
I
but
don't agree with that
at the same
statement.
time, do we all already forget that the Pacers pushed them to 7 games?
That's exactly what I was about to say, Matt.
That's the thing that happened.
You still got to play, all right? You still got to play the games. So, yeah, you get yourself to the dance, and we'll see if your 2-step is better than the other team. It still could be.
1-2 step. Yeah, so we'll see if the Bulls ever get back into that mix of teams in the East that are all in the middle jumble.
Yeah.
But I still think that New York and Cleveland will find their way towards the top. We'll be very curious to see if the Pistons all season long just say, no, like, we grabbed that number 1 seed early and we're not letting go of it. And then from there, you know, does Miami stay in the top 6?
But
Does
tanking
Toronto
doesn't work,
stay in the top
guys.
6?
Pistons. It's a bad culture.
There's still a lot of, I think, interesting unanswered as far as how those
Losing
standings
habits.
will end up with who's where. But I think we're getting a clearer picture of who the bottom feeders are.
Yeah.
And maybe which teams might end up in the play-in.
I think a big question is Indiana going to start to pull it together or not? Obviously, they beat the Bulls twice.
They'll be solid. They'll be a play.
To a lesser extent, I felt like similarly about the Celtics. Like I didn't think the Pacers were going to be trash.
I didn't either,
because of
at
no
all.
Halliburton and losing Turner. And
Not even a little bit.
I thought between the Bucks, the Pacers, and the Celtics, 2 of those teams would not make the play-in.
Bucks,
And
Pacers, Celtics, yeah.
and it turns out maybe
it's the
one
Bucks.
of them if it's the Pacers. But
Yeah.
I wonder if they. I mean, they're just so far out of it right now. I wonder if they'll make some sort of a push. They were just so hurt. They're playing a little bit better now, but obviously they still don't have Halliburton. So
Still don't.
All
right, we're going to get out of here before overtime today. We got a little
Christmas party
CHGO
happening, baby.
Friendsgiving party to hang out at. They've already started the party. Bulls are off tomorrow. We are off tomorrow. We'll be back with live pods on Wednesday and Thursday before that Bulls game on Friday. The Bulls are getting a big stretch of days off here. In the meantime, read GOAT, allchgo.com. Follow him, Will_Gottlieb. Big Dave, bow. BNWL Sports on Bulls _Peck. We are CHGO _Bulls. Appreciate you for joining us, Bulls Nation, in the chat. Thanks for hitting the like. Do it now if you haven't done it yet. See Red, be good. We'll talk to you on Wednesday.
Shout out Joey C.
Joey C.
Love y'all, man. Peace.
We all silly like the mayor.